First-time jobless claims have fallen to a new pandemic-era low. 269,000 Americans filed for new jobless claims for the week ending October 30th. That is down 14,000 from the previous week's numbers. It is the fifth straight week initial jobless claims have declined, and the lowest number of first-time claims since March of 2020. Lori Bettinger joins us now for more on this. She is the former director of the Troubled Asset Relief Program during the Obama administration and the current co-president of BancAlliance. Lori, great to see you. So this sounds like good news. What does this week's jobless claims mean for the state of the nation's economic recovery?
Tanya, I agree. This is good news. And you pointed out, that this week we're slightly below 270,000 in terms of new claims. But if you take a minute and just look at it in perspective versus a year ago, you really see, that improvement that you mentioned. So this time last year, I think we were around 700,000 claims at the same time. Again, much bigger number. And then maybe almost even, more importantly, right now we have just over 2 million people in terms of the continuing claims who are getting, jobless assistance. And last year, that number at the same time was over 20 million. So I think to me, those really help show the remarkable improvement. And, the economy clearly is recovering across all sorts of areas, which isn't to say it's completely even. I think that there are still, sectors of the economy that are lagging, but it's really nice to see these jobless numbers continue to move in the right direction.
And is this downward trend in first-time jobless claims a result of people finding jobs or fewer people applying now that extended benefits have ended across the U.S.? What are some of the, reasons behind these numbers?
It's a great question, and it's hard to tease out one particular answer. I think both of the trends that you mentioned, could be driving this. In addition, it's also possible that employers are just more reluctant to lay people off or let them go, even if maybe they're going through a slight downturn, because they know how difficult it can be to rehire when, the curve starts to go back up and all of a sudden they need more employees. So, whether it's a little bit on the employer side, a little bit on the employee side. One thing to note is, we hear a lot about employee turnover. If employees choose to leave voluntarily, they wouldn't show up in those unemployment claims because usually when you leave voluntarily, you don't qualify for unemployment. So there's so many trends that we're hearing about. It's hard to know exactly what's driving, the continuing decline, but it does seem likely that employers are just not laying people off in the numbers that we've seen over the past 18 months.
So the Labor Department will be releasing its October jobs numbers on Friday. What do you expect out of this latest report?
Well, I know I've been seeing, a lot of consensus around this number of 450,000 new jobs, almost 500,000, which would be much better than we saw last month, and that would be great. It's still, I feel like it's one of these things, who knows, we'll be excited to see what comes out tomorrow, because no matter what you say, there's still this big mismatch between jobs that are available and the people that want to go back into the workforce, the jobs that people are looking for. I know that last month, the U.S. Census released a survey, asking people like, why aren't they back yet? And so many of the reasons still tied to COVID in one way or another, whether they were taking care of a COVID patient, whether they still had childcare issues, or whether they were just concerned about contracting COVID in the workplace and perhaps the job opportunities that they could find at that moment didn't allow, for example, remote work. So, I think tomorrow is going to be interesting to see sort of how all of these different theories are going to come together and what the number will actually be.
And clearly the labor market is still tight. At a certain point, does that start to be a drag on the economy?
I think it does. For example, I was just talking to someone who was telling me about a great local restaurant here who has just sort of built out a new location, and they're ready to open it, but they can't because they don't have the staffing for that location. And I know, I've talked to a couple of other small business owners or heard from some of the bankers that we talk about that, they have businesses that are thriving and want to expand. But the thing that's holding them back right now is not, the money to rent a new place and, furnish it. It's the actual employers to staff that location. And that is a concern that I hear about pretty constantly right now.
Right. All right. Well, Lori Bettinger, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to get your insight.
Thank you.